By now, you guys know that I was out for the entirety of this week and was dealing with an illness, so I didn't get to drop videos on certain topics. But I am going to drop some content on some of these topics that did drop this week, and one of them was the Indiana Connecticut game, where you had the smack to the face by J.C. Sheldon, you had the pushback from Caitlin Clark, you had the body check, attempt trip, but the attempted trip, it looked like maybe from Tina Charles, the body check from Marina Mabry, the lack of a flagrant foul called, the non-ejection, even though the commentator said that she should be ejected, Mabry should be ejected. And then you had the foul at the end from Sophie Cunningham, which kind of shows you that Sophie Cunningham really, she maybe is about that life, man. She's about that business, boss. That's what she looks like. She looks like she is someone who is about that business, man. And that I thought was rather amusing. The entire situation to me, it's par for the course in the WNBA. I think people need to stop getting out of their start getting out of their feelings about it. This is what the WNBA is. This is nothing out of the ordinary. There are players being fouled like this on a nightly basis. Do I think Caitlin Clark gets more of it than others? Yeah. Do I think that there is also a little flopping going on from Caitlin Clark at times? Yeah. If you don't acknowledge it, then you're just blind to it because she's a good flopper. The reactions, I mean, I feel like I'm watching LeBron James at times when I watch her flop. And I can't stand LeBron James. And when she does the flopping, I don't like it because it makes the real stuff look less believable. So when you get smacked here, don't hold your eye here. And I'm not saying that's what happened, but when you get smacked, don't act like your eye got poked out of your head. It didn't. Does JC Sheldon have a history? Yes. Do I think JC Sheldon did that on purpose? Absolutely, yes. I just think that the flopping component of it needs to stop because it makes what happens less believable. I know, folks, you may not like it. You may not like it. You may not like it. But there was a play that happening when she was in college where after a game she's running off of the court and I mean, I'll remind you of that video because if you don't remember the video, she acted like she got shot out of a cannon. She got bumped into by a fan. She ran into the fan, and then she flailed in the air. Like, oh my god! Like, she's good at it, man. She's a solid actress with some of the stuff. But I'm gonna tell you what she needs to start doing, and I'm gonna be real about this. Stand 10 toes deep in what you do. Stop waiting for other people to fight your fights. You cannot be a star in the league. You cannot be a star, the star in the league, and be involved in skirmishes and then not puff your chest out on these skirmishes. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant. Her game, her way was basketball. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to show you the video from back when she was at Iowa. And if you remember this, great. If you don't, I'm refreshing your memory. So this was back when she was at Iowa. Here you go. Like that's flopping 101. People, that fan was already past her, was pretty much past her, and she does this and she does a whole pirouette, acted like I mean, that's horse shit. You cannot sit here and look at this and find and say that this is anything remotely close to normal in response. Dude, The lady ends up planted on the floor. It was like Caitlin Clark ran right into her, and this was at Ohio State, I believe. So yeah, it was at Ohio State. Dude, come on. She's expert. She's an expert on these falls, bro. Look at this fall. Look at this fall again. I mean, look at this. This is fucking acting, bro. That lady's there. She ran right into her. Come on. And she's an expert at this shit. This is craziness. And you see this? Spinning around. Oh, come on, Caitlin. I love Caitlin Clark. This is bullshit. I remember when this happened, I was like, this is so ridiculous. And they're making this look like she got absolutely shot out of a fucking cannon. That was ridiculous, people. That was the ridiculous shit that we're now seeing Caitlin Clark do in the WNBA. And she's doing it in games. She's doing it in games. She is. There was a moment in this game earlier where she stopped and flopped back into Sheldon, and Sheldon banged into her. They got beef. They're Ohio State, Iowa. They got beef. There's no question about it. There's no question about it. Now, the moment we're talking about now this past week, which you've all seen by now, like I said, I'm behind, you know, is, and again, there's history with these two. There's history. But the problem is you have bad referees. You have referees that fucking suck. You got refs that suck, man. And that's the issue. People don't want to accept the fact that the problem that exists is that the officiating is so bad that it gets to this point every game. Every single game it gets to this point in this league. You want to have football games? I'm all for it. I love football, basketball. Trust me, I'm a big proponent of football, basketball. But you know what you're going to get in football, basketball? 65-60. Maybe, I don't know. You're going to get 65-60. That's what you're going to get in football, basketball. Because that's what the NBA was played like in the 90s in football, basketball. You're going to get these low-ass scoring games. Nobody can make a shot. I love it. I love the physicality. I can't stand watching 144 to 138 games because there's no one playing any kind of defense. I like football, basketball. But you know what has to happen in football, basketball? The players that are on that court have to buck up and defend themselves and not look for other people to defend them for them. Michael Jordan punched his teammates in the face. Michael Jordan would get in a fight on the court. Kobe Bryant would get on a fight on the court. You think AI was afraid of anybody? The dogs in the NBA, them dudes were getting fights on the court. The shit that Caitlin Clark does at times on the court, I swear it looked like LeBron James. And that's why a lot of people don't respect LeBron James because he's a flopper. His flopping outweighs his incredible skill. His flopping outweighs his incredible success. And you have to be real about the flopping. Now, do I think what happened on Tuesday was flopping? I think the reactions are extra to draw something. I do think the initial reaction was like she just got slapped so fucking hard. She got slapped like her mama smacked the shit out of her. And that's not what happened. That's not what happened. And some people may not like this opinion. That's not what happened. What happened was she got smacked in the face. And we can remind ourselves of this, and let's watch the video again. Like, this started earlier in the game, and I want you to watch this little sequence because this is just an example of where, you gotta look, man. There comes some responsibility with being the top dog. There's a responsibility level that comes with being that player. And that player responsibility is that, look, man, you're going to get banged harder than other players, because the only way that the defense can get to you is by bumping you off rhythm, is by being physical with you, is by pushing you, is by baiting you, is by antagonizing you. This is the most basic thing in sports. The most basic way to get someone off their game is to antagonize them. And if that shit gets in your head, what do you think happens? You don't play as well. You don't play as well. You don't fight as well. You don't shoot as well. Like when I say fight, I'm like, even this past weekend, there was an MMA fight where Joaquin Buckley was talking so much crap to Kamaru Usman the entire week. And he actually went on Usman's podcast after they fought and says, man, I said everything I could say to get under Kamaru Usman's skin. And he did not blink. And it frustrated me. And that's the thing. When you react to the shit, guess what? They know they're getting under your skin. They know they're getting under your skin. And the funny thing is that it seems like players get under Caitlin Clark's skin more in the WNBA than Angel Reese did doing this shit in her face in the national championship. Doing this shit, following her around the fucking court in the national championship. For some reason, that did not get under Caitlin Clark's skin. That was a moment in which Caitlin Clark should have taken her right fist and socked Angel Reese in the face. Doing that crap so close to her. But that's what I'm talking about. We're seeing this shit affect her. You're not paying attention. I am watching this very closely. The reactions, there's a reaction. Damsel in distress. Stop fucking whining. But look at this play right here. What do you think JC Sheldon's going to do? She's going to body her up. And she's fouling her already. They're not going to call it. But take a look at that left arm. Take a look at Caitlin Clark's left arm. Shove off. Shove off again. Now she's mad. Now look at her. Now look at her. She's not. She's got her hand on her arm. Now she's looking at the referees. Like, this is what she's going to see, man. This is what she's going to live with. She wants to play in the WNBA for a long time. This is never going to stop. You know when it stops? You know when this stops? Is when Caitlin Clark stands up. And I'll continue to show you. And folks, you got to remember this right here. Caitlin Clark is a hooper, man. She plays ball. And some of y'all treat her like she's a princess who just got her nails done. She's playing She's playing a freaking sport. She's a competitor. She talks shit. She is one of the biggest trash talkers in the WNBA. Just like Jordan was, just like Kobe was, just like all these players, all the greats talk trash. You cannot be mad when people, you got to get over this stuff, man. Seriously. But look right here. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. You see it? That was what she just said to JC Sheldon. They're going to go back and forth, man. That was on camera. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. And there's Mabry in the middle again. Again, stop separating. Put your chest into it, Caitlin. Put your chest into it. Embrace that shit. Don't back away. Don't walk away. Let's watch this from a different angle here. See, this is an example of Caitlin Clark diving in the pool in the shallow end. So she's going at JC Sheldon right here. and she's running her mouth. Look at Marina Mabrey. She just pushes her away. Why doesn't Caitlin Clark turn around and get back in her face? Why does Lexi Hall have to come up for her? Why doesn't Caitlin Clark turn around and go right back at her? These are the things that she's got to start doing. Do not start the freaking battle and then walk away. Don't let your team fight your war. You need to fight it. It's just the way I feel. So here you have the actual play that everyone went crazy about, the apparent eye poke or swipe to the face or whatever it was. Actually, it looks like an eye poke to me. I thought it was smack in the face. Look, it's an eye poke, really. And they're playing physical, man. She's going to be physical with her, folks. You got to get over this shit. She's not going to be soft with her. She's going to bang her. She's going to body her. She's going to fight with her. It's just what it's going to be. She's going to do this every time they play. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. It's going to be for the next however many years they're both in the league playing against each other. She's in it just the same, bro. She got swiped in the eye. Yeah, she got swiped in the face, whatever, the head, the eye. I mean, maybe it flicked down. I don't know. And then here comes the body chuck from Marina Mabrey and Tina Charles acting like she did nothing. Again, this is histrionic bullshit, dude. Stop, man. Like, look at this. Come on, man. I don't want. This is dramatization, people. This is dramatization. This is what professional athletes do. This is what great professional athletes do. I know you think she's a damsel in distress. This is what professional athletes do. They act it up as much as they possibly can. They want to draw the flagrant foul. They want to draw whatever. They want to draw the foul. They want to make it look like they got shot out of a cannon. She's not even holding her eye anymore. She's just like I don't know if there was a video with Jimmy Butler when he got hit in the face. Or supposedly got hit in the face. And Caitlin Clark got hit in the face. She did get hit in the eye. She got hit in the face. I don't know if she got hit in the eye. She got hit in the face. But in that video, here we go. This is the better angle. Now, Jason Whitlock says JC Sheldon was coming to apologize. No, the fuck she wasn't, Whitlock. These two don't like each other, Whitlock. They don't fuck with each other. There was not going to be an apology here. She ran up on her. She then bumped her. Caitlin shoves her back. The eye thing is gone. This is just like, okay. Here comes Tina Charles. Look at Lexi Hall, man. She's getting in there. But she's going after the other person. Now, again, look at these sorry ass teammates that she's got. She got some sorry team. I'm gonna be real. She does have some sorry ass teammates. Natasha Howard standing right there didn't do shit. Like, come on, bro. Come on. You can't just stand around doing nothing. But that was not someone's coming to say sorry. That was someone's coming in to start some more shit. My problem once again right there was Caitlin, get your ass up and go back at him. You got at some point, and people are gonna disagree with me because that's what y'all do. You gotta say fuck the game. Who cares about this game? This isn't about the game anymore. This isn't about the game. This is about my career. This is about I'm not gonna deal with this bullshit that y'all think y'all gonna get away with for the next decade of my life. You think you're gonna get away with this shit? There's gonna be some times where we're gonna throw some fucking hands. Marina Mabrey is a bully in the WNBA. We know this. She's a bully in the WNBA, and she's not afraid of anything. She's gonna get into it every single time, as she should. when it involves her team. See, people think that she's not supposed to do that. She's absolutely, what she did is exactly what she's supposed to do. It's what I was begging Aaliyah Boston to do last year against Chicago, where so she's like, oh my God. Marina Mabrey got there before Tina Charles could. What you saw from Marina Mabrey is exactly what you got from Sophie Cunningham, and you loved it when Sophie Cunningham did it. You loved it. What's the difference between the two of them? Absolutely nothing. Absolute. These women, man, in the WNBA are petty, like next level petty. The officiating is horrendous. You got referees that come out of an LA Fitness. I'm sorry, maybe they're just wearing shirts they got from the Foot Locker. Maybe they're really Foot Locker employees. They lose control of every game in the WNBA. This happens almost every game. I really think y'all need to know that. You need to watch more games. If you don't think this happens in every game, and I know Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, yeah, she's gonna get it more than anybody. She's gonna get it more than anybody. Why? Because she's who she is. Because she is her. Because she is the one, and they don't want to get beat by the one every time she shows up. There's a reason that people from my generation think that LeBron James would have struggles in the 90s. And while LeBron James did get a small taste of physicality from 2003 to 2013 or so, he didn't get the real physicality. He didn't get the real physical ball. Not remotely close. No chance in hell. He didn't play 90s basketball. He didn't live Jordan rules. He didn't have a career of being thrown onto his back and all you get is 2 free throws. I don't care how big he is. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. Michael Jordan got into lots of fights. Michael Jordan had to deal with a lot of bullshit. Kobe Bryant got into fights. You're that dude, you're that chick. You're gonna get into some fights. And that's the problem. Caitlin Clark hasn't gotten in any fights. I don't remember getting any fights in college, but now she's in the WNBA. She's gonna have to get into a fight. I'm being real. She has to get into a fight. She has to get into a fight. If it means that she spends the next 3 months with Sophie Cunningham learning some martial arts, because Sophie Cunningham is that girl and she clearly knows martial arts, it has to happen. Because if it doesn't happen, this is going to continue for the rest of her career until she changes it. I'm just being honest, man. And you don't have to believe it. But when it comes down to it, that's what has to happen. We have got to stop making her seem like she is an innocent victim in everything that happens in the game. She's not. In many situations, I'm not saying every situation, but in many situations, she's an instigator in her situations. She runs her mouth and they clap back at her. She talks shit, they clap back at her. And they're gonna clap back. These are grown-ass women, people. These are grown-ass women, man. A grown-ass adult can only take so much of you yakking. They're going to take so much of you busting their ass and yakking while you're busting their ass. And they're going to respond. And it might be with a dirty ass foul. It might be with a chuck from behind. Marina Mabrey should have been ejected. The commentator said she should have been ejected. They gave her a technical foul, which was preposterous. She should have been ejected based on the rules of today. Based on where I come from, nah, you keep playing. Get up. Let's go. Technical foul's fine. Where I come from, technical foul's fine. The rules of today, she should have been ejected. They elevated it to a flagrant 2, which means they don't even know their own damn rules. Again, referees in WNBA suck. These things happen because the referees have no control over these games. They have zero control in these games. None. Now, like I said, some of y'all don't like this. Some of y'all may not like anything I'm saying here, and maybe you don't agree with it. These are pro athletes. We have got to get out of this pussyfooting all the time, whiny shit all the time. Caitlyn can't do anything all the time. No, Caitlyn is she's her swag, her shit talking is part of what makes her who she is. But with that, she needs to come and be like Sophie Cunningham. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right here. Now, this was the end of the game, and this is where Sophie Cunningham is right down here in the bottom left. And she ends up getting her ankle rolled again. And it wasn't actually by JC Sheldon, it was by somebody, the woman with the brown hair right here, next to Sydney Colson. It wasn't JC Sheldon who landed on her ankle, I don't think. Right here, let's see. Yeah, no, it was. See, she got rolled again, her fucking ankle again. Pissed off. I think there's a lot more to the situation that happened than it was just that she fouled the shit out of JC Sheldon on purpose. It was the shit happened earlier. Sheldon's a dirtbag. Sheldon plays with a little a little dirtiness to her. She's getting on that Dejanay Carrington level of dirty player level. I mean, if she would she be considered similar to Dejanay Carrington if she were a black woman? I think the answer is yes. She gets a little bit more of a pass because she's white. That's just being real. That's my opinion. I mean, you can see that Sophie Cunningham still hasn't made it down the court. She hasn't made it down the court, does she? There she is. She's pissed off. You can see she's pissed off. She's like, fuck this shit. She's mad. She's mad. Let's move it ahead. Okay, and here it comes. Truth be told, that foul's nothing. That's a nothing foul. I'm going to tell you again. That's a nothing foul. That's a nothing foul. She grabbed her around and she just basically grabbed her and kept her from shooting. And because women are clumsy, they fall to face to the ground and the whole nine, and that's what happens in women's basketball. That's a nothing foul. If people think that's a flagrant foul, they're crazy. That's nothing. That's by today's rule, it's a flagrant foul, a flagrant 1. Is that a flagrant 2? No. Here's what's funny part. Take a look at what happens. Take a look again. Watch it closely. The first person to come at Sophie Cunningham is not JC Sheldon. It looks like it's Sanaya Rivers. Look, 15. It was Sanaya Rivers. And actually, what makes this so funny is Sophie Cunningham, because she is a martial artist. She reverts to what to me was a most basic, move for the most basic move for a Muay Thai fighter. Is she gets the hands right around the like the neck to pull her in the Thai plum clinch. Take a look. Look at it. But you see who was there. Sanaya Rivers was the first one there. I think that's Sanaya Rivers 15. No, that wasn't Rivers. That was who the hell's 15? Lindsey Allen? No, I'm sorry. That's Lindsey Allen. Lindsey Allen's 15. Lindsey Allen was the first one in that pile. It wasn't even J.C. Sheldon. You know what? The funny thing about it is the same shit that there are people that talk shit about Caitlin Clark about will never say the same because J.C. Sheldon does the same shit. J.C. Sheldon does stuff to annoy the fuck out of people. And she's just not as skilled or as talented as Caitlin Clark. But she plays a similar style. I know you don't want to believe it. She plays a similar style. It's an annoying type defensively. Defensively. I'm not gonna say that because no, they're not even on the same level in terms of game. But defensively, she plays an annoying style. She does things to gnaw at you and to bother you. And when you look at her, she's always complaining. She's always complaining. Watch her play more. She's always complaining, people. Trust me. Let me go find another replay of this. Here we go. This is the better replay. All she did was grab her. She didn't do anything. This wasn't a hard foul. Push down. Look at okay, that's Lindsey Allen. Lindsey Allen's there first. But look at that. She got her around the neck. If Lindsey Allen wasn't there, it would be a knee to the face, knee to the face, knee to the face. She's like, I'm not dealing with your shit no more. You got me in that last game too. You know, part of the reason I turned my ankle, the whole nine. She never got hit in the face. She got pulled down. I wonder if Lindsey Allen was trying to keep Cunningham from going at Sheldon, though, from the way it looks at her. See, that replay shows me like thing that she sees that Cunningham's about to go at Sheldon as well. She's ready to go at her. So look at it. Oh yeah. You know what? That's right. She was about to go at Sheldon still. I think that's why Lindsey Allen stepped in there. Look, end of the day, we saw what we saw. It is what it is. I wanted to talk about everything in one video. I'm not doing 4 different videos on this situation. Sophie Cunningham is exactly who Caitlin Clark needs on her team. She has proven that she is that girl. She has proven that she is the type of player you want on your team to defend you. But guess what, Caitlin Clark? You have got to defend yourself. You cannot rely on your teammates to always defend you. Your teammates cannot be losing money to defend you every freaking time. You have got to stand on it at some point. You've got to stand on it at some point. We've now had multiple situations that you've been involved in and you walk away. In fact, you almost run away. Do not start. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. That's how it goes. A lot of times, Caitlin Clark is part of the starting of the shit. And then she doesn't want to be part of the shit. And that's the problem that I do have with Caitlin Clark. And what I need to see her change. If you're going to be gnawing at people and getting under people's skin and doing the stuff that you do, you've got to be willing to get into a fight. And I'll tell you this stuff with her, it's not going to stop until she gets into a fight. Whether she lays somebody out or she gets laid out, she has to fight. They have to know that Caitlin Clark is not going to be a punching bag. They have to know that Caitlin Clark is going to fight back. They have to know that it ain't going to just be, oh, I'm going to flip her. They got to know that it's more than that. They got to know that she's not just going to be a drama queen out there. Seriously, man. They got to know it. And until they're not going to stop until they're not going to stop or it's not going to slow down until they know it. Until they see, yo, she's not going to stand and just let us punk her. She's going to fight back. So those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I do think what Mabry did was a flagrant foul by rule. She should have been ejected. I do not think Cunningham should have been ejected. I don't think Sheldon should have been ejected right there. I don't think Lindsey Allen should have been ejected right there. Play on, people. But at the same time, all of this stuff. See, I come from a different world of basketball. You younger people, or you really old folk, with all respect, y'all think that y'all miss the '90s. You young people, you missed the '90s. The older people didn't watch in the '90s. I don't know, but I grew up on mid to late '80s basketball and the '90s. I was alive. I was born in '77, so I saw the mid '80s, '84, '83, '84, '85, '86. I saw those years. I remember, do I remember the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird? No, I don't. Not from 1970, not the national championship. I was a baby. But I do remember the Celtics Lakers playing in the finals. Did I watch them? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I remember those games. I was a humongous Boston Celtics fan. But you have got to, that basketball was different. That was a brand of ball where you got clothesline and you didn't even get thrown out of the game. You got tackled. You got a regular foul. But what you need from Caitlin Clark is you need Caitlin Clark to stand on it, man. She needs to own the shit. She needs to say, fuck that, bro. There might be a game in which she eats one and her response needs to be square up and punch a woman in the mouth. And yeah, you're going to lose. She'll get ejected. She might even be suspended. But that's what it's going to take. And yeah, she flops. You know she flops. We all do. She's a star player. All star players flop. That's what they're known for. But anyhow, y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. Come on now.